Today's video is all about microneedling with PRP. I'm sharing my experience with microneedling with PRP, and I'm actually going to show you footage from my third and final treatment. Hey everybody, it's Cathy. Welcome to Cathy Over 50, where I share videos about makeup, skincare, and fashion for the over 50 woman. So what is microneedling? Microneedling is a cosmetic procedure. It involves pricking the skin with tiny sterilized needles. The small wounds cause your body to make more collagen and elastin, which heal your skin and help you to look younger. You might also hear it called collagen induction therapy. PRP is plasma-rich protein, where you're using your own platelets that contain growth factors to help boost tissue regeneration. What are the benefits of microneedling? You can use it to treat acne scars, hyperpigmentation, sun damage, uneven skin tone, large pores, fine lines and wrinkles, and it does help with rosacea. Why did I decide to have microneedling with PRP? Basically, I was just curious. I love skincare. I'm 53 years old. I always struggled with my skin when I was younger. I suffered terribly with acne and rosacea. And whenever I was in my 20s and I had some disposable income, I invested in skincare. And in the last 30 some years, I have found products that have really helped me to calm my rosacea and to calm my redness. I still have rosacea, and at times it can flare up. The products that I use every day in my skincare, which really isn't that complicated, really have helped to minimize the redness. I'm always interested in products that will help with the texture of my skin. I'm not so concerned about wrinkles. I'm 53, I'm getting older. I'm bound to get wrinkles. But what I am concerned about is the texture of my skin. I always am looking to make my skin nice and clear and glowing so I can go around like bare skin, fresh faced, and not be embarrassed about my skin like I had been so many years ago when I was really struggling with rosacea and redness. I also was developing tiny little spots on my skin. Because I have oily skin and large pores, sometimes I'll get these little bumps, and I think it's just where my large pores just get clogged, and sometimes people with oily skin get these bumps. So I wanted to see if it helped with them, and actually it did. The only thing that I had to do was stop using my Retin-A 5 days before the treatment, and then the day before the treatment I had to drink a lot of water just to help the blood draw to be a little easier, because sometimes it can be difficult for them to find my veins. The doctor recommended that I use this regenerating skin nectar. It's by Elastin Skincare. It has Trihex technology, and I think that it just helps the skin to heal, and it helps in the production of the collagen. It lasted me 3 months, and the treatments were 1 month apart. So I used this morning and night, and it actually ended right after my third treatment. So it was a perfect amount of product. So what happens when you get to the office? Well, first of all, your face numbing cream is applied all over it, and I would say it sits on the face for probably 20 to 30 minutes. And let me tell you, that numbing cream is so strong because I could hardly feel like my lips and the tip of my nose. It really, really works great. So then while your face is numbing, the doctor draws 1 vial of blood, and then she puts it in a machine where the red cells and the plasma are separated, and she only wants the plasma. So she puts the plasma into a syringe, and that's applied to the face during the treatment. After that, the procedure begins. Does microneedling with PRP hurt? The first 2 treatments really didn't hurt at all. I would say around my nose and around the eyes, I felt almost like a tickling pressure, but no pain. The third treatment hurt. I wanted her to go as deep as she could, which was 2 millimeters. It hurt, especially around the forehead, the eyes, and the nose, and under the chin. But I just bit my tongue and made it through the treatment because I wanted the best benefit. But once she was done with the needling part, the pain just disappeared. I had 3 treatments. That's what she recommended for my skin concerns. If you have like a lot of acne scarring, it may take 5 or 6 treatments. Everyone is different. And she recommends that it be done twice a year, but because it is expensive, if you could at least do it once a year, you're gonna see the benefits. So full disclosure, because I want everybody to know the treatments that I have done. I get Botox. My first treatment was November of 2019, and then I didn't get it for the next 8 months because Ontario closed for COVID. So we weren't allowed to get any treatments. Since January 2021, I've been getting Botox every 3 months. So I've only had, what, 5, 6 treatments of Botox. I always get it above the eyes. I don't get any Botox here on my face. The reason I wanted to start Botox was because I have this line across my nose, and I wanted to see if it would help to lift it. It's not. It helps a little bit, but the reason why I'm keeping up with the Botox is I have very heavy forehead. I'm very expressive with my face, and I just like that it lifts my eyebrows and gives them some arch. I also suffer with migraines, and I know I'm not getting the Botox for the migraines. I'm not getting them in the areas where you normally would for headaches, but since I've been getting the Botox, I'm not getting my migraines as regularly as I was before. So I think I am getting some benefit of the Botox for the migraines. I've had 2 or 3 chemical peels, but I haven't had one of those in probably 6 or 8 months. I wanted to try those because, again, I'm interested in deep exfoliation. I have large pores, oily skin. I love a chemical peel, and I want to have one soon. And then I began using Retin-A Microgel August of 2017. And I'm coming up on what? It'll be 5 years this August. I do take the occasional break in the wintertime when I feel that my skin is getting a little too dry. And I would say that Retin-A has really helped my skin the most, helping to exfoliate it and give me that clear glowing skin that I desire. I'm not interested in fillers personally. I don't like pain. And getting needles stuck in your face is not fun. That's just a personal decision. I feel my face is fat enough with natural fat that I'm not interested in fillers. And just a little bit about my skin. I have oily skin, large pores, rosacea, redness, and sensitive skin. So now I'm going to roll the footage where you're going to see the treatment from start to finish. And then after the treatment, we're going to come back. I'm going to walk you through the next couple of days after the treatment. You're going to see what my skin actually looked like when I got home, what it looked like the next day. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the post-procedure treatment.
We're going to be starting Cathy's microneedling treatment with PRP. So her face has been numbed with a topical numbing medication. We've cleaned her with chlorhexidine, and now we're going to get started. This is the needle that I'll be using. Okay, so there's a bunch of needles on there. I think there's 12 on there. First I'll be applying the PRP, and then we'll do the microneedling part. So this is the liquid serum from her blood, and the nice thing about this, she's using her own body to heal herself. So we're doing this to help her with her pores, improve her skin texture. So now I'm applying the needle. So you saw me apply the serum first. You can see she's feeling it a bit. It's a bit uncomfortable, pinchy. You can see how her skin is getting red. There's maybe a little bit of bleeding because she has some little small blood vessels that we're getting into. All right, I go very small sections at a time because I feel I'm able to really concentrate on where I'm treating this way. So you'll see me. Some people do the whole face really fast. I like to take my time with it. You can see I go multiple directions. Multiple areas. How's it feeling, Cathy?
Fine.
She has rosacea, so this is really very red and bloody here. But look here, not really, just a bit pink. This actually is really quite a nice treatment for rosacea because it's allowing your body to heal itself. And so you're not using any harsh chemicals that might aggravate your rosacea. And it heals so much quicker because you're using your platelets to help heal you. So you see I'm going in multiple directions. Where I'm going on the deepest, the most depth, which is 2 millimeters. Usually, depending on the area, I'll adjust to where I'm going, but we decided we want to try to really induce collagen. So we're going 2 millimeters in all these areas. Okay, turn your head this way. So now you can, what's nice, you can see exactly where I've treated. I'm going to treat her chin. All right, this might be more sensitive, Cathy. How is it feeling here? Is this more sensitive than the other areas?
No, not at all.
Good. See where she's bleeding more is because there's more surface blood vessels on her skin. Go right up into the lips. Because we often get lines around our lips. An interesting little fact is that these, she doesn't have any. She's got nice thick skin, so she doesn't have lip lines, but women get lip lines more than men. Turn your head this way now. Because we don't have as many hair follicles. So men and mustaches protect them from those upper lip lines. Lucky men. All right. You can see I just gently go over why this is better than a derma roller. I do not recommend you use a derma roller. It is, think of it this way, it's like scraping against your skin. This actually is going up and down, so it's a very precise movement of the needle in and out of your skin, okay? Whereas a derma roller is dragging against your skin. And so that is going to more likely induce scarring and actually damage your pores. So I'm not a fan of the derma rollers that people can do at home. I would, if you're gonna do something like that, have a professional do microneedling. There's two aspects to what I'm doing here for Cathy. One is the use of the microneedling. That in itself can induce collagen and heal the skin. By adding the PRP on top, we are accelerating that process so that it heals faster, as well as has more of an effect. So for example, just microneedling alone, using a hyaluronic serum, it may take 6 or even 8 treatments to achieve results, whereas with PRP, it's only going to take you about 3 treatments.
And what kind of maintenance do you do after?
I recommend 6 months or a year. Depends on what you're noticing and what you're trying to achieve. So typically, I mean, if we had all the money in the world, yeah, let's do it every 6 months, but not everybody can afford that, so we do it once a year. But that's the ideal. Okay, so upper lip is going to be a bit uncomfortable. Cathy's such a trooper. So you can see, it looks like she's got a really, I mean, I know it's not exactly a sunburn, but once she heals tomorrow, she's just going to look like she's got a bad sunburn. Is that pretty much what you noticed, Cathy? Or was it as red the next day?
It wasn't as red to my second treatment. Really hadn't noticed it.
Good. So this is Cathy's 3rd treatment that we're doing. You can see it's doing something. It helps, as I mentioned, tighten your skin, improve the skin quality, reduce scarring. You'll tell me if it's too much on your forehead with the 2, okay? Let's go for it. How is it, Cathy?
Fine.
All right. Good. You felt that one, didn't you? I felt it. You're still okay to do it at this time?
I'm good.
She wants the Freddy Krueger face. Kidding. I'm gonna do your nose area.
Okay.
Okay. She has this deeper line here. We've been injecting, you'll see me do this a little bit later, where I'm gonna inject it underneath her skin with the PRP. Have you noticed any changes with that?
I thought it looked a little...
Okay, a little less?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it'll be nice to look at your pictures to see that. Some pioneers in this area of medicine have been using this platelet-rich plasma. Tell me if it's too much, I'll change it, okay? Yeah. Really good. She's toughing it out. She's a woman. She's had a baby. She can do it. So now I've done the microneedling on her entire face. I'm gonna take this. So what I do is I've got some PRP left in this syringe, and I'm just gonna go in and apply. And the really neat thing about using this, you kind of see the skin tightening. So I don't know if you can see this, but look at how it tightens. That's the platelets contracting and really tightening on her skin. So I just put the rest of it all over here. Now, obviously this procedure isn't for everyone. Not everybody can handle bloods, that sort of thing. But let me tell you, it is a really great treatment alternative for people who don't want to consider filler. So that brings me to what I was starting to say, is that there are some pioneers who use PRP as they would filler. So filler is usually, what I use is hyaluronic acid. How they use it is they inject it in different areas to help the tissue to tighten underneath. So that's what we're going to be doing next for her. So first I'm going to inject underneath, so to help with this line here. So what happens over time is you can see why this is happening is just her forehead is a bit lower. It creates this this crease here. So now what I'm going to be doing is injecting into her nasolabial folds. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be injecting underneath with her cannula for this line here. You can't see it as well, but what happens is we develop this sort of fold here. So I'm going to go ahead and give her a little pull. There we go. Now I have this cannula and I'm going to inject underneath. Just go underneath there, underneath her skin, and just inject some liquid gold, just like you would with filler. How's it feel, Cathy? Burning a bit?
Not really, no.
Okay. So just injecting under there to help smooth that line. You can see I'm going. So what I did was I just made a little hole, and so I'm going underneath, and you can see it has this little crease here. So I'm just injecting to help with that.
So this isn't a needle that's on there.
This is, yeah, this is similar to a needle, but it's a cannula, so it's blunt at the end. So it's a bit safer, so less likely that I'm going to inject into a blood vessel, injure a nerve. You're feeling that a bit more. So she's feeling this in her chin. The reason her chin has really strong attachments, the whole chin has attachments of the muscle to the skin. So it's a bit tighter in here, so she's feeling this. How's it feeling now? Burning a bit?
Not burning.
Not burning,
No.
just pressure?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but it looks like dried egg whites is what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
when I
it does.
see that, that's exactly what it looks like on her skin. It's really quite tight, you know, because those platelets are basically full of protein. There you go. One side always is a bit more uncomfortable than the other side when I do these treatments. I'm gonna get that. There we go. Nice little plane there. Cathy's quite the trooper. Just getting her underneath. Good. Because there's platelets from the PRP, all this is going to heal really quickly. As Cathy mentioned, even her second treatment, she noticed she wasn't as red. This time, I think she's going to be more red because we did full depth the whole time for her. Pain here. pressure. So again, just injecting that right under the skin. I also do the tear trough, so I'm not doing that on Cathy. She really doesn't have any issues with her tear trough. So some people have dark circles under here, and what I do is I take the cannula and I come from here and I inject it all in here. So this whole area gets, you know, a bit swollen because it's the fluid that's sitting in there. And that will tighten the skin and reduce dark circles and just improve the quality of the tear trough. Now, that's the PRP portion. It's the final sort of step that I do. I apply a regenerating serum. This helps the skin to heal, and then I apply sunscreen. Always wear sunscreen, because if you're investing in your skin, you want to protect your investment, as well as even if you're not having treatments done, the least expensive anti-aging you can use is sunscreen.
So, what did you think of my microneedling procedure? Is this something that you would be interested in trying? If it is, give this video a like so we know how many people would try this. So post-procedure, right after the treatment, this is what my face looked like. You can already see that the redness is going away a bit. I couldn't wash my face until the next day. She didn't want me disrupting any of that plasma on my skin. My skin felt tight while she was doing the treatment. You heard her describe it as like egg whites on the skin. That's a very good description. You can actually just feel like your skin getting tighter. It's really, really a cool feeling. And then for 5 days, I had to use a very gentle cleanser. I put hyaluronic acid on my skin and then a nice moisturizer. And then after 5 days, I could go back to my regular skincare routine, and then I could resume my Retin-A. And have to wear sunscreen. So important to wear sunscreen. So I would say after the treatment, my skin was back to normal 36 to 48 hours. The third treatment took the longest because I guess she was going so deep. And as you can see from my photos, it's not like you see on TV where your face is all covered in blood. That's not at all what the procedure is like. So my final thoughts about microneedling with PRP, I loved it. Like I said, I love skincare. I'm happy with my results. I thought it was a fun procedure. I really like skincare. I probably will do it once a year, unless I see like 6 months from now, my skin is not looking good, then I might get a treatment there, but I will definitely keep you posted. I love how my skin feels. My skin feels so soft. You know, I think it's helped with the clearness. Those bumps are definitely gone. I will tell you, when the doctor was injecting the plasma with the cannula underneath the skin, that really hurt, or like really, really hurt, especially in this area. I don't know if I want that done again. That hurt. So if you enjoyed my microneedling with PRP experience, let me know in the comments. I hope that you'll subscribe for more skincare and makeup videos for the over 50 woman. And thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.